Hi there. Are you single and hoping to get married? There are 8 priceless premarital questions I would like you to consider as you plan and you work towards getting married. And the first one is this: does the person you want to get married to have strong boundaries? The stronger the quality of the boundaries the person has, the stronger the safety net of the marriage. If the boundaries are very weak, things can really happen. So that's the first question. I know of a man who, he had a very good friend, and the boundaries were not strong because his friend could just call his wife. Eventually, they started having an affair. The wife left him, and the wife had children for him. There are so many rampant stories of this because the boundaries were not very strong. You see, having strong boundaries is not old school, it's good school. So number 1, does he or she have strong boundaries? Number 2, is the person accountable? You see, you will come to a point in your marriage whereby you need people to come in and intervene. I'll share 3 stories with you. Pastor Daniel Olamwande. Hi there. Once upon a time in my life, I was addicted to football. I was able to break my football addiction. Then I was addicted to carbonated soft drinks. I was able to break that addiction to carbonated soft drinks. And then I was able to start new patterns in my life, consistent patterns like learning voraciously, memorizing. I eventually memorized 10 books of the Bible, over 10 books of the Bible by the grace of God. I am facilitating a training where I want to show you how to break free from negative patterns, limiting habits, overcome limiting beliefs, start new habits, build it, and then build a life that you desire, create a life that you desire, and build good positive patterns. I'm also facilitating a training on how individuals become institutions, where I show you how individuals built institutions and how they were able to use harsh economic climates and recessions to their advantage. It's a training for anybody that wants to excel in any area of your life. Right now, you can see the flyers and the QR code on your screen. I look forward to seeing you there. God bless you. Do have an amazing day, and back to the video. Spoke about some challenges he had with his wife in his marriage. And guess what? He said his wife went to his mentor. Imagine if he didn't have any mentor. He was not accountable to anybody. Pastor Bolaji Dowo spoke about his battle with suicide. What happened? His wife, Pastor Maumi, called his mentor from the US or so, and his mentor came down and sat with him and helped him through that trying period. Every marriage will go through trying periods. Look at Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington has a pastor called A.R. Bernard. He says that when he and his wife were having challenges, it was A.R. Bernard that helped him and his wife go through those challenges, that God used A.R. Bernard to help him and his wife go through those challenges. You see, every marriage will go through challenging periods. You need, mentors. Both parties need to be accountable to people. So that's the second thing. The third question is, what are his or her values? If the person does not value the fear of God, for example, the person will compromise. This world we are living in, the distractions are getting more intense. So what are his or her values? You know what? I'm a life coach. In my 20 years of coaching, I have seen things. I have seen people lie to their partners. I had a friend, and guess what? Her husband-to-be told her that he was 40, only for them to get to the church for counseling and discover that he was 50. I have a friend. She was going to get married to a guy. The guy was a cultist, never told her. The guy never finished school, dropped out, never told her. I have another friend, or an acquaintance rather. He was AS. He forged a medical report saying he was AA just to get married to her. Eventually, their children, one of their child became a sickle cell patient. So I've seen a lot of things in marriages, and that's why the first thing you should look for is not how beautiful the person is. Look for values. Look for values. Yeah, the fourth question is this: what are the patterns of his life and her life, or her life, over the past 5 years? And I'm very intentional about 4-5 years, not just 2 years. I'm very intentional about 4-5 years. You can go and watch my video on the power of a 4-year time frame. I'm saying 4-5 years. Now, why am I saying this? You see, if a person has not shown a consistent pattern over the past 4-5 years, the person has not embodied that thing. If a person has shown financial responsibility for only 2 years, the person is not financially responsible. 2 years is not enough to test a thing. Go back to my video on the power of a 4-year time frame. Until you have proven yourself consistently for 4 years, you can't say you are that thing. For example, I know men who are doing well in business, but they are not proven it. They only have a track record for at least 5 years, only for them to get into marriage, and the pressure of marriage affected them, affected their businesses, and they couldn't even continue with that marriage. Is my partner, has he shown financial responsibility over the past 4-5 years? Has he shown emotional stability over the past 4-5 years? Has he shown spiritual maturity and stability over the past 4-5 years? So you have to check, what are the patterns of this person's life? Find out, is this person growing? Find out the growth pattern of his life or her life over the past 4-5 years. That, okay, in career, has this person been growing steadily? Because, for example, you might say that, oh, this lady or this guy, he has worked in so many organizations, JP Morgan, Charles Stanley, Marilyn Lynch, he has worked in Citibank, he has worked with Goldman Sachs. But if you don't study, you may find out that the person has been on the same spot and has just been roaming around organizations. The person has not been growing. Guess what? I know many marriages that have crashed because one couple started outgrowing the other and they could not even connect anymore because one couple was outgrowing the other. The other was not growing, the other was growing. And you say, why are you going to say because you are married, you should stop growing? I mean, because you want to be married, you should stop growing. And then the other party is reluctant to grow. So you need to check if the person has a pattern of growing. When you get married, the pattern will continue. So that's why I say 5 years, 4-5 years. Because I know couples that I've worked with, and after a while, one of the couples just stopped growing. And that's where sometimes envy will come in, tensions will come in. You understand? So check the patterns, especially growth patterns. What you need to look for now is what I call growth patterns. Has this person grown spiritually in the last 5 years? Where was this person spiritually 5 years ago? Where is he now? Investigate. Yes, if you want it to be a marriage that will be worth the wife for a lifetime, you need to do your work. You need to investigate. Has this person grown emotionally in the last 5 years? And there are ways you know whether a person has grown emotionally over the last 5 years. The decisions the person has made, are they taking better decisions? You will test the person's ability to space, the person's ability to pause over time. Do you understand? You will know. Has this person grown in career over the last 5 years? And like I said, it's not just that the person is employed. No, has this person grown? Then, has this person grown even financially? Because in marriage, you need to be financially responsible. It's about being a provider. So it's not just that I have money, but what do you do with the money? Are you responsible with money? So in those areas, check for spiritual growth, check for emotional growth, check for even social growth. Has this person grown in the quality of people that he can relate with over the past 5 years? Then you check for financial growth and career growth. So those kind of growth, you have to check those areas, very crucial. So has this person grown in the last 5 years? Question number 5, have you tested his or her integrity? Hey, I coached a lady. When she was dating her husband, the husband told her that, I go to church. Why not? I go to church. She just believed him. I go to church. Once they got married, she never saw the man ever go to church. Eventually, this man would physically assault her, emotionally assault her. He would even tell her that you can't go out, you can't do this, you can't do that. Do you understand? Became inhumane. So have you tested? Don't just say he said. He said what? Is he God? She said what? Is she God? Have you tested his integrity? Have you tested her integrity? You have to test it and test it over and over again. The person said, oh, I do this, I do that. When you get married, you will know. That's when your eyes will open. I've told you of people who are married forging things, lying to people, lying to their spouses about what they have, what they don't have, lying to people about what they have done, what they have not done. So you have to test integrity. Question number 6, do people who genuinely love me like him or her? This question is very powerful. Do people who genuinely like me? So you must know people who genuinely like you. And if you don't know who genuinely likes you, too bad though. That means you have not worked on your intuition, you have not worked on your social intelligence. So you have a lot of work to do. But if you know people who genuinely like you, check naturally, is this person open to this person? Because you will see signs, you will see pointers. If you are falling in love with somebody and your true friends don't like the person, you will know. Even with body language, you will know. And once they don't like him or her, that may be a red flag. That may be a serious red flag. Serious red flag. I'll give you so many stories. When Kim Kardashian got married to Chris Humphries, that marriage lasted like 72 days or so. The Kardashian family didn't really like him. There are so many stories of, somebody getting involved with the person and, they call friends who won't really like the person. For example, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's best friend didn't like Jennifer Lopez. Ben Affleck's best friend never liked Jennifer Lopez. Never liked her. So I'll give you so many stories, so many. Oprah Winfrey was not comfortable about Gayle King's husband. Eventually marriage crashed. I'll give you many stories. People who genuinely like me, love me, do they like him or her? Question number 7. Have I heard the voice of God on this matter? Yes, God still speaks. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Yes, I know that people have heard from God in quotes and marriages still fail. But guess what? The fact that that's just one out of the 8 qualities. Have you heard the voice of God on this matter? Which leads me to my next question. Have I proven the voice of God on this matter? Have I proven the voice of God on this matter? It's one thing to hear the voice of God, it's another thing to prove. And most of the people who lied against God that they heard God, they heard their emotions. When you have already fallen in love with somebody and you go to pray, it takes spiritual maturity. And that's why for you to say I've heard God, you must have built a culture of hearing God for years. Especially when it comes to emotional decisions. You may hear God very well concerning your friend, though, but concerning you that you're emotionally involved, You must hear God, and you must train yourself to hear God. And that's why hearing God is not enough. You must now prove the voice of God. That's question number 8, final question. Have I proven? So after even you have heard God, you now have to start proving the voice of God on this matter. Proving the voice of God in this matter. And you will see all those signs. By the time you combine these 8 questions together, you see that with these 8 questions, you are properly decked. If you can tick these questions, the probability of you getting married and the marriage failing at any point in time, the probability is less than 5%. Probability is less than 5. These 8 premarital questions are priceless. If you tick them, you will thank me. You will sign me a check for $100 million. I'll cash it immediately. God bless you. Do have an amazing day, and bye for now.